It's day 30 of the Outside Freak Challenge. How are you? Hey, if you're new here, I'm Z. I am trying to live out in the wilderness for as long as humanly possible. I'm on my first batch of coffee. I had my first cup, so this is the second cup from the first batch. I am so stoked. Day 30. I've never counted the days like this before. I've lived in the wilderness, accumulatively for years already. But usually for, long trips, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, that's the stuff right there. Monk fruit drops and a little bit of vanilla. When I first started this challenge, I pulled out my gear, which is admittedly somewhat old. Most of the gear comes from my Pacific Crest Trail hiking in the early 2000s. So, yeah, it's old. Really good gear. All of my gear is still sold to this day. So the design, I usually wear the Crosstreks. These are not the Crosstreks, but they still sell the Crosstrek 2, 3, 4, 5, whatever. They're a great shoe. I just can't afford them. They wear out too quickly. So I got Salomon's more heavy. This is a heavy trail shoe. So the story goes, when I first pulled all this gear out, and my first night out, it rained, and it was one of those catastrophic failures where the gear, everything failed. The tarp failed. The Sil Nylon tarp failed. The tent, Six Moons Lunar Duo failed. Catastrophic failure. I probably could have stayed more dry if I just laid out in the rain. It was really quite incredible. Every backup system that I used, catastrophic failure. I even had an umbrella, and even that leaked. Six Moons, Six Moons. Yeah, hey, I'm not pooing Six Moons. It was old gear, right? So, but it's still in good shape. But the Sil Nylon is no good. Ah, man. Anyway, so before I could even start this challenge, I had to go out and buy new gear. The sleeping bag, salute. That's usually the sleeping bag and the tent are the biggest expenses. I went with a trail-made 25-degree bag, synthetic bag. And I have two Western mountaineering bags. They weigh a little over a pound each. And they're downfill. Well, when I got in that rain and got all wet, the down was absolutely useless. I even had a bivy for and that leaked. I'm telling you, I had contingency plans and every single one of them failed. So that's definitely a catastrophic failure. I was laying in the rain for a whole night. These also make great cup holders for your drinks at camp. So this is a 25-degree bag, synthetic. I'm also using a bag liner, silk bag liner, to bump up the warmth. I think I'm understanding what they mean by don't pack your fears, because this is packing my fears. This bag is 3 pounds, over 3 pounds perhaps. And the Western Mountaineering bags, which aren't rated, they're rated to 30, to freezing, 30, what was that, 35 degrees? So they're 35-degree bags. I put them both together and they work fine as for colder temperatures. But this is a 25-degree bag. It's just 1 degree, but it's 3 pounds. I could carry 2 of my Western Mountaineering down bags, which I often do. And it would still be a pound lighter than this. But boy, is it nice. I sure do enjoy having a bag. It's like this is my fears. I don't ever want to be laying in a wet down bag again. But do I want to carry a 3-pound bag over tentatively, if I just carried my one Western Mountaineering bag, 1 pound versus 3 pounds? The tent I can justify in weight because the Six Moons Lunar Duo weighs about this. It's bigger, more luxurious, but it weighs about the same as this TrailMade one. So I'm not belly aching so much over the weight of this tent. I enjoy this tent. I enjoy the freestanding nature of it. The Lunar Duo isn't freestanding. And I'm enjoying the security and comfort of a synthetic bag, even though it's 2 pounds heavier than the other one. So, this is just sort of a little rant on the gear. I talked about the pad. The pad is, my back is feeling much better now, and I'm just using this thin 3/4, cut down to 3/4 size Z-Rest, which is awesome. That means I don't have to carry a heavy pad. So yeah, anybody want to buy a heavy it's it's an ultralight Z, oh, I forget what it's called, but it's the one that all the ultralighters are, the Thermarest that all the ultralighters are using, or many of the ultralighters are using. It's just too soft and comfortable for me. Apparently, I need nice, firm, hard ground to sleep on. Awesome. So I suppose I'm just going to have, what would you do? You've got the Western Mountaineering bags, which are much more lighter, much more efficient. And when they're working, really comfortable. They're down, $850 fill down. So it's very expensive fill down. Or would you just go with the heavier bag and go with the comfort of the heavier bag, knowing that even if you get wet, it's still going to function? Yeah. I'm going to have to do a second round and really meditate on this. But what would you do? I mean, I know if you're hiking, then I think it's most likely you're going to go with the down, right? The lighter bag. But if you're hiking in the rain, you know it's going to be raining. We're on summer. I don't know if it's ever going to rain all summer here. Maybe. I think that is part of the problem. It's very difficult right now to predict what the weather is going to be. So without being able to predict the weather, I think this is a no-brainer. This tent is a no-brainer, even though it's heavier. So I don't know. We'll have to see how much trust we can put in the weather. Right now it's still kind of cold, so we'll go with the unpredictability. Well, as far as this first cup tells us. All right. How long have you been out in the wilderness? Have you ever been out in the wilderness for any extended amount of time? If you did, what season was it? Where was it? Let me know down in the comments below. How long do you think I can stay out here in the wilderness? We're in the Sierra Nevada, in the Tahoe region. And we're going to see how long we can do this. There is no set trajectory. There's no, there's no goal. We're going to go as long as possible. So we'll see. All right. If you'd like more of my content, especially my how-to videos, you can check out my patreon.com/outsidefreak. Or if you just want to contribute to the channel, you can do that by joining over at Patreon. I think that's it. This is day 30. I don't know how we should celebrate. We should celebrate somehow. I did put that song that was stuck in my head. Yeah, I made a short of it. So go check out my latest short, and you could check out that annoying pop song that was stuck in my head. That I have tons of lyrics rather, for it, but I didn't want to sing those. I just kind of hummed the melody and fumbled with the chords, but that's the basic gist of it. So anyway, yeah, it's called the Campfire Song. You go ahead and jam along with the Campfire Song, because it's a short. It'll just kind of play over and over. So I tried to get it to loop as cleanly as possible. All right, I'll see you next video.